Hi guys, this is Hyuntucky. Welcome to a very random episode of BlockHermit. You can't see what's happening right now other than I am regenerating a random desert and it's a lot of work. I had to download a whole bunch of different mods to help this process. It's really tedious, guys. Unbelievably tedious. Uh, Tedious meaning, it's a lot of work, which is generally why we were asking players if they could please mine resources such as sand and clay in region mine, because then I only really need to do this at mine. Now, the reason I am doing this chunk by chunk is because I can't really, it's not fair to all the other players for me to lag the server. So I am going chunk by chunk, very slowly regenerating what I can. Okay, so alright. Now, this was some region or another. This is actually Ron Weasley's build, and it was kind of a shame coming here and then seeing literally this huge area wiped out. You know, generally speaking, I don't, if you have your own land, I don't think players really want to see you, destroy land around it. The defense I was given was, oh, but there's nobody here. Oh, this is still a build. It looks like it's either being worked on or possibly griefed. Unfortunately, I can't tell right now because I don't have the history logs. But regardless, it's still claimed, as you can see by the claim borders here. And, whoever the player is, any other build, you wouldn't want to really, you wouldn't touch their land and you wouldn't touch around the build. So I don't see why this region would have been any different. Now, we have the same problem here. I've done a decent job of making sure this area is nice and cleared out. Well, nice and regenerated, rather. And I've done my best to do so. This place was pretty wiped out as well. And that means that's extra time I gotta spend here regenerating areas. And again, the more I have to spend 3 hours here, 3 hours there, 3 hours elsewhere, the less likely, the places where players are supposed to be mining, such as mine, the less frequent these areas get regenerated as well. And that's a shame. I also advise, please don't place beacons if you can there. It's not a good idea, because when I regenerate, it will literally just destroy all that. So let's look at the process it takes for me to regenerate these areas. So people that are relatively Minecraft savvy, this poor post, I don't know why they did that, understand that The world is created in batches. Chunks are individual files. And yes, technically speaking, I could delete those files and it would regenerate, which is great, except they're not interlaced, the files, so even though it says region 1 blah blah blah, it doesn't correspond with the regions here, and thus it creates a problem. And I don't like problems. What you're seeing happening now is these red lines are my selection in world edit, and the yellow lines are chunk borders. And this allows me to limit, regenerating land by specific chunks. It also, you can't see it because of the grid, but there's extra red lines, and that shows the chunk borders for the chunk outside of the current one that I'm in. So it gives me a good idea of where I'm regenerating and where I can regenerate to. For example, this one ends right at that yellow line there. It doesn't obstruct the build in any way, so I'm gonna go ahead and regenerate that. And this is tedious, guys. It's really, really, really boring. I could be playing, I could be enjoying myself on the server. I mean, honestly, that's kind of what I created the server for, for me to play as well. But, I want to make sure everyone has resources, and there's currently 200 something active players. So that's a lot of work to try to keep up with that. A lot of work. And it's even more difficult when we get players, demanding things like, Hyon, can you regen mine now? Like, mine should be regenerated. Mine should be reset. It's completely destroyed. And to be honest, I've seen it way worse than this. So, I'm sorry that I can't really get to it faster, but it's a problem in many different ways. It's not really a matter of my laziness, especially now that I'm able to dedicate more of my time here. It's really a matter of the fact that there's a lot of work to do for one person. I could spread this out between the other seniors, but I don't think that's fair either. They're not getting paid for this, guys. I know it seems like they are, apparently. They're not. They're really not. They are not getting paid. They are completely volunteering their time. For some of our younger players out there, this is akin to them being like, okay, yeah, I'll clean my room. Sure. No harm, no foul. It's just not that simple. I had to bend over backwards a little bit to get myself some of these mods that let me do things like macro bind the regen. So now I am able to do it a little bit faster, and especially now that I see where the selections are, it's much easier. But I do run the risk of doing this too fast and then slowing the server down. So I also included a chat mod so that I don't have to reassign new permissions for myself every single time I want to record. which was a big problem before. I don't want to record and have private messages be seen. I think that's really rude, and you know, that's... Ooh. Alright, so that's not what we'll be doing. Again, because I'm doing this chunk by chunk, it is quite limited in what I'm able to do. And it's a shame, actually, you know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Ooh. So if you guys see me online and I'm not particularly chatty, this may be the reason why. It takes a very long time to do this. I don't really want to be chatting while I'm doing this. I'm usually not in a very good mood when I'm doing this, because I feel it's a little silly that I have to do this so often. It's sometimes also really discouraging to have to do this, you know. But c'est la vie, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's part of the price for me to do this, I guess. So thanks for watching. I'm hoping that if this video works out correctly, I'm going to be able to upload quite a lot more. And sorry in advance, guys, I should probably be working on the editing and whatnot, but I'm not. I should, but I'm not. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye.